Whoopi Goldberg may have a point on Bella Thorne's nude photos. If you don't know what happened, essentially a couple of days ago, Bella Thorne, who is an actress, she most notably, I think, was on Shake It Up. I don't know, that's from my generation. I don't know if you guys would know. She's also one of Tana Mongeau's significant others. She's Tana's girlfriend, I believe. So right now, Bella Thorne is just a public figure who recently had her iCloud hacked, and someone had threatened to expose her nude photos to the world, and Bella Thorne essentially said, "F you, I'm gonna post my own nudes and take that power back." And then Whoopi Goldberg, on The View, decided to open her mouth, unfortunately, and speak about the issue. I don't normally watch The View. I think that it is hard to listen to, it's hard to pay attention to. Sometimes someone will make a good point here and there, but most of the time it's just daytime garbage. Whoopi Goldberg decided to put her 2 cents in on this Bella Thorne debacle, and she has every right to, but she did say a few things that the internet is blowing up about.
If you're famous, I don't care how old you are, you don't take nude pictures of yourself
because... But she only
because...
wants to share with one person.
But she should... Listen, when they're hacking you, they're hacking all of your stuff. Once you take that picture, it goes into the cloud, and it's available to any hacker who wants it. And if you don't know that in 2019, that this is an issue, I'm sorry, your age does not, you don't get to do that.
Obviously, Twitter did blow up after this episode of The View came out. There were people on both sides of the aisle saying that either they agree with Whoopi or they agree with Bella. Most people saying, I can't believe that Whoopi Goldberg actually for once said something that wasn't incredibly moronic, while other people are saying that Whoopi Goldberg was 100% victim shaming Bella Thorne. So in the defense of Whoopi, people are saying, well, Whoopi wasn't talking about all people, she was talking about just celebrities. I guess in my personal opinion, I kind of fail to see what is the difference between like a regular person taking a nude photo and a celebrity taking a nude photo other than status. So Whoopi is essentially saying anybody who reaches this certain level of status should no longer take nude photos, which I think is a very interesting way to look at it, because a lot of the times our society is geared to saying everyone's equal, we should do whatever the we want in terms of free speech, and any actions as long as they're legal. So as far as my opinion goes on this whole situation, I understand that there's a differentiation between celebrities taking nude photos and just a regular person taking nude photos, but at the end of the day, it's not illegal to take nude photos. The differentiation between the groups saying that celebrities can't do this, but everyone else can, I feel like is a little unfair. It's not something that you sign up for, right? You hear a lot of people saying, well, Bella Thorne is a celebrity, so she signed up for this invasion of privacy, but she didn't sign up for her shit to get hacked, you know? So there's a Spectrum episode that I watched recently. I think it's on Jubilee. They basically had a bunch of paparazzi come in and they asked them questions about celebrities, and one of the questions was something along the lines of, do you think that celebrities are entitled to privacy? And there were some paparazzi that were like, yes, yeah, everyone's entitled to their own privacy, but then there were some that were like, no, because they sign up for this. They know what they're getting themselves into. I think that that's the split right there, is that Whoopi is kind of acknowledging because you're a celebrity, you've signed up for not having privacy, and hacking is one of those things that comes along with being a celebrity. I mean, I get it. It's extreme, right? Whenever you become a celebrity, there's a lot more people that would want to hack you, but then you also have to think to yourself, like, there are people who are in, you know, college or high school that don't sign up for anything and get their shit leaked, so like hacking is a problem all across the board. I do somewhat agree with that sentiment that if Bella Thorne didn't consider hacking being an issue in 2019, that it would make her a little silly, but I don't think that Whoopi should have gone as hard with that point. I feel like it was very reactionary, and I am the queen of being reactionary, so, you know, who am I to really judge and say this was wrong? But I do think that there could have been just a little bit more, I don't want to say empathy, but like maybe empathy whenever it comes to this. That's genuinely about as far as I'm willing to go whenever it comes to blaming Bella Thorne. I would say that at most, she is a little silly for feeling comfortable with cybersecurity. I don't feel like this specifically should be a celebrity type issue. I feel like it should be an everyone type issue. And I think that if Whoopi had made her point in a way to where she said, it's 2019, there are going to be hackers out there, there are going to be people that don't want to respect anyone's privacy whenever it comes to celebrities and people who are, teens or young adults. It's one of those things where I feel like if Whoopi had wanted to talk about cybersecurity in a sense of privacy and hacking and nude photos, the entire situation could have been handled a lot differently. The conversation could have been started a lot differently if she had just said, you know what, Bella Thorne was a little bit silly for being comfortable enough as a celebrity to take photos, but everyone is a little bit silly feeling comfortable enough to take photos, because there are going to be a lot of people out there who are not looking out for your best interest. And especially if you are in the limelight, you are more susceptible to that happening. I mean, Bella Thorne has every right in the world to take pictures of herself, but she does need to be careful, because being a celebrity means you do have to be a little bit more careful about your privacy, because you're no longer in a situation where you can just kind of fade out into the background. Regardless of whether you're an A-list celebrity or a D-list celebrity, people are going to know who you are, and the more and more people that know who you are, the more and more people want to take and take and take from you. We shouldn't say she deserved it. We shouldn't say, oh, you're an idiot. How did you not see this coming? You're an idiot. Essentially, it's your fault because you're the dumbass that took the photos in the first place. That's where I end my agreement with Whoopi Goldberg and all of the people who are on her side. Bella Thorne did make a response video to this. She was crying. You could tell that she was upset.
I'm not gonna lie, I want to say that I feel pretty disgusting, I feel pretty disgusting, Whoopi, knowing everyone's seen, my shit, and I just want to say that me watching this interview made me feel really bad about myself, and I hope you're happy. I really do. I really hope you're so fucking happy, because I can only imagine all of the kids who have their shit released and then they commit suicide, and you're so crazy for thinking such terrible things on such an awful situation. I don't really want to go on The View anymore, because I don't really want to be beaten down by a bunch of older women for my body and my sexuality. I don't really feel like that. And so I'm going to cancel my interview, because I don't really want you guys talking about your views to young girls, because I would not want my daughter to learn that, and I would never say that to her.
It was crazy looking at some of the comments and responses back to that tweet. I think that people can fail to see all sides of the story, especially whenever it comes to things like this. People are so quick to get divided and to say, well, I'm right, I'm the smart one, I would never get myself into a situation like this. When people mess up, people make mistakes, we're all human, things like this are gonna happen all the fucking time. And just because you wouldn't do something like taking nudes as a celebrity doesn't mean that there won't be another person that would. Just acknowledging other people's perspectives is one of the ways that we're going to get closer to just being understanding of everybody's situation and understanding of why this person did this thing, why this person is this way, why did this happen in this fashion, I did want to come on and rant for a few minutes, because this is something that I've heard a lot of my own friends kind of chime in on, and I've seen a lot of tweets about, and we should kind of shift the conversation to talk about these hackers who are just preying on these women.